Hello there, YouTube. I was going to walk out there, but it's so dewy wet, I would just get soaked going out there. But even the leaves in the cherry tree, it's making all the limbs bow down because of the wetness. Sure is nice having the lawn cut as opposed to not cut. It's amazing how in a little over 24 hours, I guess that was what, Sunday, yeah, it's been over 24 hours, but about 24, how much you can see where it's already growing. It is nice this time of year. The lawn gets very full and lush and green, but the drier days will come and reverse all that, and then you gotta fight for it next year, and then you gotta cut it all the time. This time of year, it is like a weekly thing that you cannot miss. You guys see what it looked like waiting 2 weeks? That was brutal. Wear this old dude out. But anyway, back to the old grind today. I don't know what the temperature, I want to say I think it was like 43 this morning. It was kind of cool. I think the high is supposed to be 63 today. So it's going to be cool. What was that? The first day back, it was like 78 degrees. I was didn't expect that to be that warm. But anyway, very lush and green out here. But off we go, take the old war wagon. Now I got to keep telling myself, stay right, stay right, stay right. Focusing is amazing how that's in your head to stay left. And yeah, hope I don't do anything stupid going to work today. I'm sure it'll come right back to me as soon as I take off. The weirdest thing is going to be getting on the left-hand side to drive the thing away. That was a lot of miles. I came up with it. It was over 1,000 miles, like 1,100 miles. Converting it from kilometers to miles. That was a lot of driving, and a lot of it was going slow and twisty, small little back roads, and very fun. The whole thing was just fan-freaking-tastic. We'll be seeing that for forever. Kelly's sitting there on the porch when I come out, and she had that 1,000-yard stare. So what you thinking? She goes, I'm just thinking of Ireland. So, yep, that's not going to go away for a while. All right, let's roll. Well, Mama, it's been an amazing 2 weeks. Absolutely amazing 2 weeks. But all good things. We've been talking about Ireland the whole way here.
Yeah.
Talking about how different drivers are. And
that's going to play over in my head
for
a long time.
There's no,
so much fun.
Yeah. I was just thinking driving down the road, it's like no crazy people.
I know, everybody's just chill.
Yeah. Around here, it's just people being in a hurry and
yeah.
I don't know. It's a different world.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Mama, let's go and roll in.
All right.
All right. I'll see
you.
you.
Have a good day.
Yeah, you do the same. I'll see you as the day goes on.
All right.
Love you. See you. Bye.
I love you.
Bye now.
Bye.
Notice the red rock's gone that was down here. This is a 2020 R1250RT. He was just in for a service reset. Check for codes. He didn't have any codes. This is a 21 Road Glide Limited. And it's a trade-in. And I'm going to be doing a UVI to it. That's some crazy looking bars. Plumb crazy. Ooh, getting a blue hue from the windows there. But she looks great. Got right at 30K on it. That's a drop in the bucket for one of these things. Live long and prosper. But yeah, I gotta get it warm. Oddly enough, they just gave me engine oil, but I need to get it warm, and I'll check the tranny and chain case oil. I don't know why we're not doing all of that. Maybe some new policy they have or something. Plug up this little vent there. It's got the Harley. Yeah, it looks like it's the actual Harley tender lead sticking out. Why does he have his... Why does he have the harness hanging out in the open like that? That's kind of different. Maybe it's something to do with... Looks like he's got a saddleman seat on it. It's very odd that's that way. Maybe that's hidden with the stock seat, or it's not tucked where it's supposed to be. I think that's probably more what's going on there. Maybe I'll pop that seat loose and route that thing the correct way. It seems pretty odd, but it is unusually skinny back here. The stock seat probably covers all that up. Oh man, got the high caliber on there. She's nice. We'll take her for a little rip. I'll take you guys along. And I need to turn in paperwork for that 1250. That was a really simple one. The Harley's not bad. If all I'm changing the engine oil, that's like really not bad. But easily you do all 3 holes. I don't know. I'll inspect it, get it warm, check everything, and we'll go from there. Well, right away he's got an engine light on. And I don't know, can you pull up the codes through the dash like you could in the old days? I do not recall. And the tabs expire this month. And being a 21, it's too new to use the little module I have here at work. I got to bring my my kit from home. It's got something going on that's kicked off a trouble code. Why is it every Harley that we take in that I ride has a tinted shield on it and I can't see nothing around it? Well, I can see fine, but the camera is like literally, I mean, it's like looking through here. Boy, what a vast difference between this 21 and the 26 limiteds we were riding. Come on, old gal. It's interesting that they're only giving me the engine oil and filter. I went up and asked, and the only reply I got is, "Oh, we don't do all 3 holes?" And I go, "They're all due at the same time." Please don't hit me back there, van. And this thing just has the most, I don't know if the tires or pressure isn't, I mean, they look fine, but you know, until you put a gauge on it, it steers like a tank. I'm sure they're low. If the tabs are almost expired, it's probably been sitting for a while. But it's like heavy shifting. Yeah, this is a regular cable clutch. I have to check all that out. But usually, what I've noticed, Harleys, all my Harleys, once you get around that point where the oil changes do, you'll notice they shift a little stiffer. So I'm sure I'll be going back up, getting chain case and tranny oil for it. So I wonder if he sold it to us or he traded in on something. Most of the Harleys we get in trade are usually people going to Spiders. Of course, we don't have, there's no, they're not like BMW and, well, I guess it's pretty much BMW that does it. You can't see when the last service was done mileage-wise because you reset the service. And you can do that with BRP products too, or at least the spiders you can. Speaking of BRP, I haven't heard anything back from my contact in a while. He knew I was going to be gone for basically 2 weeks, so because if something changed and that's not going to happen, well, it's no big deal. I'll just take my Pan America. The way the dash displays the gear position is a lot different than my well, that was in 2017. A whole bunch changed since then. In fact, mine, did it still have the buttons on the side? I think it did. Or this one's all, you know, digital touch. Yeah, it still had the physical buttons for home and stuff like that. Saddle and seat is amazingly comfortable. Been noticing a trend, you know, when Harley did that for 26, the seats are like surprisingly skinny, but amazingly comfortable. I think Saddleman's pretty famous for having quite cozy seats. Must have had this thing mapped because the mapping is nice and clean. I don't get any decel popping. Nice casual cruise, just taking your time. Other than tires feeling a little heavy, which I'm sure it's just low pressure, and a little stiff on the shifting, I'm sure that just needs she's due for a 3-hole. You never do just 1 hole. That just doesn't even make any sense. You know, it's Harleys are every 5,000 miles you just do all 3 holes. I mean, why wouldn't you? You're right there. Why would you do a part of it, not the rest of it? And not knowing when it's been changed last. Come on, old big hoss. There's Cable. He's got a couple or more TW200s he's doing there. I don't know if it's a family that had them, or maybe it's just a couple of them. Maybe it's a he and she TW tourers. Just hit our little back lot here. Look at that. See the skies out today. Got his little bibony or whatever they call those things, the little small covers. I know on boats they would call that a bibony. Very strange name. Oh, that's right, they filled this hole. Remember I used to split that before, and there became a big hole right there, and you fell into a pit when you hit that thing. The old 117. those 117 VVTs. Absolutely shocking the difference that VVT makes. It's something else. Those things ran so smooth. You thought you were riding a gold wing out there. Just glass smooth. The suspension, everything works so good. Hardly outdone themselves. In fact, there's a magazine that a guy probably ran in. Oh yeah, she's fun to get into neutral too. Yeah, she don't like it. There it went. I think, yeah. Oh, it's his metal handguards. Another thing too, when you go all the way, they whack into the shield before it hits the steering stop. I'll have to gander into that. But thanks for coming along. Sorry, that was a very relaxed. It's so relaxed. I like chilled myself completely out on this thing. Harleys have a way of doing that to you anyway. It's just something about the sound, the feel, that big heavy iron. But thanks for coming along for the rip. I get this thing on the rack and start tearing into her. All right, tranny fluid looks okay, but it's overfilled. And the turn the light on here. The clutch or the chain case, it's also overfilled. It's way up there, and it's quite dirty. And it is that new ODB6. But checking the codes on these things, super easy. So I'll just do it the manual way. I always love that Harley allows you to tinker with your own motorcycle. That's awesome. You can plug things into it and you can check your codes. Like my Pan America, you just go right in the menu. You can look it up. But and I was looking because I was pretty sure it's key off, hold your, like your trip reset button, and just turn the key on. It'll go into diag, and I think you push and hold, and it'll go through. But it's actually showing regular ODB codes in there. It used to be this weird long number. It's in there. You just have to decipher it. But it gives you, P codes, C codes, and all that stuff. So you get her off. Front tire, oddly enough, is actually 2 pounds over. Of course, that could have been me riding it. So maybe it's just the weird sensation with those bars. And once I got to riding it, it seemed more normal. But boy, they sure handle different now than what the new ones do. Holy moly, what a big difference. Really impressed with that Saddleman seat. Oh, and so I looked at the harness coming from the tour pack, and he actually has it zip tied off to the side to keep it over here. And the seat is so tight against the fender. This may not be a touring seat, possibly. I don't know. What other models does it fit? But there's no gap in the seat for that harness to roll through, so it just has to ride right where it's at. But it's tight. The seat like literally lays on the fender, which is nice, makes it very secure. But it's maybe not the best for a touring bike. I'm looking at the back. There's no other hole. That's the only place that harness can be. But it's just a skinnier seat than most of the touring stuff, so you see it with a tour pack. The ones with the tour pack, did they have the quick release? It seems weird to me that it has that quick release. Maybe the regular tour pack ones did. I think it's not loose, is it? Oh, good Lord, yes. Is this actually a limited? That's got to be his twin cooled. Why that just seems, I don't know, that seems kind of questionable to me. And are we bent down here? You remember in fact, I still got the old one sitting over here somewhere. There it is, sitting right there. From another one that was bent. That just doesn't, with all the wiring and stuff, that just doesn't seem factory on that thing. Yeah, something is faulty. We're gonna have to do some checking there. Surprised I didn't hear that thing. Clack, 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 clack. Huh. Anyway, we're stuff to figure out. Okay, what it means is the infotainment system lost battery power at some point. See, speedo no, ABS no. RA, is that radiator or something? ECM, yes. Oop. That's the only code there. P1608. It's a power loss to the infotainment center. It's a temporary code and it can be cleaned or cleared. It just means at some point somebody disconnected something. So push and hold. Clear. ECM, no. There we are. Just simply power it down. And the code should be missing. Probably have an engine light on until it picks up oil pressure or something, so can't check that right now. But I'll just go through and make sure it's gone. And that's that. So looking at these tires, they're not that old. I don't know if I can make that show up, but there's some pretty heavy cupping and weather checking. So either he ran it with, I'll check it when the tire cools off, but either he's been riding it over pressured or under pressured. And then the rear is this one's a 23, whatever it was, 18th week of 23. This is it from 24. And again, if I get that to show up, it's probably too close. A lot of weather checking in these tires. I can't get the camera to show it up like I can see it with the naked eye. Anyway, there's a lot of weather checking in there. And the rear pads. I can't get you up in there. Maybe I can. See if I can zoom you that far. Will it let me zoom? Come on, baby. Come on, finger. Touch the zoom bar. Yeah, there's not much left of them pads. And the fronts aren't a whole lot better. I'd say the fronts are probably 40%. The rear, that's probably like 10%. I'm almost afraid to look and see what the fluid is like. Remember the whole ordeal with the brake fluid on these things. But anyway, I got to bring a tool in to do these. You don't just flush them. You can, but you're asking for it. And if I'm flushing them, the pump's going to get ran, because it's not going to come back on me. I can guarantee you. Put that cap on there so I don't lose it. I was almost questioning if it was a limited. And because that rear rack thing, I got to figure that out too. But I need to get an okay on that transmission stuff. While this thing's still scalding hot, I need to dump this stuff. How about that? And she's been very, very good with her. She's not pulled her or nothing. Got a new dog walker. If she gets excited about something, that's gonna be a whole nother thing. I think Sasha literally weighs more than she does. I know she's got more pull. Just gotta tell her, come on, Sasha. Sasha, come on. Isn't that sweet? Be careful, don't let her. You gotta scream at her if she takes off, because she'll pull you down. You got a lot of pull power. But she's gentle. Towards the end of the walk, she's pretty casual. Can't believe my eyes. Well, hello there, YouTube. back at the grind after 2 weeks.
Yeah.
To the day, 2 weeks. That's kind of weird.
Yeah. It's a long day.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a very long day. Had a couple of people come down, say hey, and asked about, almost said Hawaii, about Ireland and stuff like that. That was so much fun.
That was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Be
one of
nice
those.
if we were still there.
Yeah. You know, it's funny, some of the people were there and going, oh, you need, you know, a minimum of 2 weeks to go around and see everything around here.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I didn't know anything about that, but just people that were there going, oh, yeah, you gotta spend a couple weeks here.
Would have been nice to spend a month.
Yeah.
That would have been.
After a month, I'd be going, figuring out some way to live there.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's something we could do.
You spend that much time there, you're in trouble.
Yeah, that would be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Such a special place.
Oh man, that was nice.
All the coastal stuff. Well, the coast is all the way around
Yeah.
you, you know.
Just
It's
love
re-
the history there.
Yeah. Wow,
Yeah.
I knew there was some history. I didn't realize it was that vast and went so far back. You
Yeah.
know? But there's little Raelynn running around. She's sitting outside waiting for us to show up.
Yeah. They're gonna come out here pretty soon.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna bounce on you and call it a day.
Alrighty, well thank you guys so much for watching. We really do appreciate it. We will talk to you tomorrow. Same smoke time, same smoke channel. Don't forget to give a thumbs up, and you guys have a wonderful Wednesday or Thursday.
Heck yeah. All right. Appreciate you watching.
Yes.
We'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Beanie Bob out there.
Knocking on the door. Oh, Daner.